Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April if you're new here, and today we're going over my July wrap-up. I read 10 books in July, and we definitely have some hits and we definitely have some big misses. Some that I'm actually really sad about. So let's get started with those because I like to rip off the band-aid and just get them out of the way. The first 2-star I have is a book called Spellcaster. If you have not watched my vlog with this book, yeah, I didn't like this book very much. But I did have a really fun time hate reading it. There were so many things wrong with this book, and I encourage you to watch that vlog to read them all. I'm not going to rehash that. I will just say this is a book that is labeled romantasy, and it is absolutely not. This is a paranormal new adult academy book, and it's a lot. It's a lot and not enough at the same time. And the one big thing that I still can't get over is that they called it knitting and yarning, and it wasn't a joke. Yeah, this did end up being a 2-star for me. Again, if you want to know more, I go into a lot of detail about this book in my vlog. Go check it out there. And also a book that made me super sad that I gave 2 stars to as well. This was one of my most anticipated books of the year. It is also in that same vlog, Wrath of the Dragons. Man, I wanted so much from this book, and it gave me nothing. It gave me nothing. It gave me lots of boring, and I am so freaking sad about it. It's easily my most disappointing read of the year. Again, it has a good ending, and a good ending that I kind of want to read the 3rd one from. But my God, was this book a slog to get through. In fact, several of my friends that tried to read this, other booktubers, have DNF'd it, and I told each and every one of them it was probably a good idea. I feel bad because I know this is honestly a great author, and I love the series. I loved the first one. I gave it 5 stars, and to give the second one 2 stars hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. Main problems with this book, because I did not actually finish it in that vlog, is that it's just repetitive and boring and nothing happens. There's a lot of parts in this where it's overly descriptive and almost feels like a dictionary. They'll be saying, oh, we got to do this ritual, and then literally in the middle of the book, almost like it's a footnote, it starts describing the entire history of the ritual, and blah. It was so much, and I am just not that type of reader. And then the romance was just kind of flat for me. The banter didn't hit like it did in the first one. I don't know where this relationship is going. They're happy, they love each other. But also the next one, again, the ending was good. So I probably will read the next one. What can you do? I'm gonna read it. I probably will. And I just hope that this is just second book syndrome, and in the 3rd one we get another banger. Moving on to 3-star books for me, I read this YA horror thriller called The Sacrifice by Rin Chipeco. This one was a cool book, honestly. It was giving me the summer vibes. They went to a creepy, eerie island. Lots of people die. There's some kind of mystery. And your guide is this young child that is from the village, and he's the only one that can go to this island without dying. I don't know, the island likes him. It was pretty adventurous. Really love the horror elements of this as well, but the mystery was kind of not as mysterious to me, so it was just okay. It was a good read. This book was on my summer TBR, and it definitely gave the summer vibes to it. It was totally fine read. I think you could totally take it as like a beach read or something like that, just for the day, and enjoy it and then move on. But I liked it. Could have been better, but not bad. Also a 3-star, Psycho Shifters by Jasmine Moss. Love Jasmine Moss. The same humor that she had in Blood of Hercules, she has in this book as well. The only thing I didn't really like about this book is that it's a bully romance. This is kind of an Omega-verse kind of type of deal. Everyone's an alpha and usually have an Omega. The girl's the Omega. However, in this one, the girl is the alpha. And they're all kind of monsterish. They're all these weird shifter types. And they all are, again, just alphas, so there's a lot of alpha behavior. And it's also very spicy. I loved the spice in this, but the bully aspect really got me down and I just didn't like it as much. I do think I would like subsequent books. Everyone keeps telling me the next books are not bully, so I probably will like them. I read this on audiobook. The audiobook was okay. I would probably read these on Kindle Unlimited going forward. And then we're moving on to 4 stars. I'm starting with Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. This is also a new release that I read in that vlog. I had an arc for, and I really enjoy Elise Kova's books. This is a new one from her. This one involves a magical school, a girl who was in jail, rotting away, and she gets rescued by the headmaster of this school. He knows that she's like an illegal tarot card maker and he wants her skills. In exchange, he offers her protection by use of his name by getting fake engaged to her, but also he needs her to enroll in this academy as well that he oversees. So she gets to learn about her own magic and her own tarot card wielding abilities, and then also develops this relationship with this headmaster. I found most of this book probably in the 3-star range. The magic system in here, super cool. Super cool tarot magic system. I really enjoyed a lot of those aspects of it. I think what dragged for me is the daily life of school in an academy. I want to go to an academy, but I don't want to sit in class with them. You know, I want the other stuff that goes behind the scenes after class. You know what I mean? Between classes. Those kind of things. And then of course you get a cliffhanger ending that's very explosive. The latter half of this book is more action-packed than the beginning half of it, so I really enjoyed the latter half of it. But again, probably most of it is a 3-star, and I kind of bumped it up to a 4-star in the end because I love a good cliffhanger. So really highly recommend this book. Honestly, if you want a more well-rounded romantasy, but if you're looking for something snappy, probably not this one because it's definitely a slow burn. And then I read Freeing Luca. This is the second book from the Clickanian series. My sister and I both have a hard time saying that. She's encouraging me to read all of these. And honestly, they're kind of my cozy, okay? They're super spicy, but they're all very kind of wholesome because these men, like they go to husband school to find mates. And then you have these human women who are kind of abducted and, you know, lost on their planet and they can't go home. In this one, you have Luca, who is actually being experimented on by his own kind, and she has to free him. And I honestly just really enjoy this series. Like, I highly enjoy it. I want to get to the pirate guy, so I'm going to continue reading this series because of the course. The pirate one is like book 5 or 6, and I know you can probably read them out of order, but I don't want to. And then my sister said you do get little snippets in each book that lead up to that book, so you probably should read them in order. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I just love these books. Like, to me, they're my cozy. They're my comfort food. And I just love this sci-fi spicy romance series. Then I read The Never List by Jade Presley. This is a Why Choose romantasy. I did read this on audiobook. My biggest gripe about this book is that the male narrator does not change up the voices enough for the male leads. There's 4 of them. And like they all just kind of sound very similar in the audiobook. So you might want to read this on Kindle Unlimited if you hate that kind of stuff. But I did really enjoy the story. You have a girl that was never planning on being the mate to these 4 kings or 4 princes, and in order to get their powers, they need to mate with one girl because of magic reasons. And in order for this one girl to be their mate, she has to go through these trials. And They definitely, and she's also dating each one of them. So she spends like a month with the first one and a month with the second one, and each one is very, very deliciously spicy. But I wish kind of more happened in this book, but I definitely see this being a bigger series, and I'm totally into it because I love Why Choose, and I think it totally worked for why I want to read Why Choose. Another 4-star that I read was One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. I just love Ruth Ware's mystery thrillers. This one is no exception. This one is about couples on an island in kind of like what are those reality series called where like all the couples go on an island and they slowly get together with each other? I don't know. Anyways, this follows a girl and her boyfriend. They're wanting to be on this reality series. They go to this remote island and are stuck there, and then a big storm happens, and then a lot of people start dying, and you're trying to figure out who the killer is and why they're doing this. And then you do find out who the killer is, and you're like, God, he needs to die. And it becomes kind of this survival story. I absolutely adored this. Again, audiobooks are the way to go with Ruth Ware because you get Imogen Church. She is like top tier narrator for me. She's one of my absolute favorites. I have loved her since reading The Turn of the Key. And again, every single book that is Ruth Ware is narrated by Imogen Church, and I love it. It looks like I only finished 9 books this month because one of these is a book that I've already read. So apparently Goodreads is dumb. So I'll just move on to my sole 5-star of this month, which is Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair. This book is an urban fantasy and it is phenomenal. Like absolutely her best book in my opinion. So fantastic, so heart-wrenching. It's mysterious enough that you keep getting engaged with it. You're following the daughter of a wealthy family, but she's trying to live on her own in another neighboring district. And this district is run by this guy who just won't give in to her. He's kind of acting as a guardian in a lot of the ways. So she definitely tries to play with him and seduce him and that kind of thing, and he's just not giving in as much as he wants to. And while you're doing this, she's actually a thief and she steals a dagger from someone, and then someone steals a dagger from her and they immediately die. And then everyone else who gets the dagger dies. And so you're trying to find the mystery of this dagger. There's a lot of things going on around this, and there's a mystery element surrounding this, and then people are obviously trying to get her. It was so much, but I think one of the big things for me of this book is that it actually made me cry. Like, I'm not just talking tear up, I'm talking sob. I have never sobbed in a book. I have never sobbed in a book, ever. And this book also is in my vlog, and you can see that if you watch that vlog. I'll make sure to tag it down below. But my God, I was really like trying not to cry because I had to go back to work. But my God, I was just sobbing in the car. And when my daughter got in the car, she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "This book is really sad." And it was just one part. So beware. There's a part in here that might make you bawl your eyes out. But other than that, it's absolutely amazing. I was actually just at Walmart and they had the book there, and I didn't realize the book of this is absolutely stunning. On the underside of the dust jacket has the map. The map is very detailed, and then the actual hardcover of the book is gorgeous. So I definitely am going to pick up the physical copy of this because I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait for the next one. I honestly cannot wait for the next one. This book was amazing, top tier, probably one of my best reads of the year. So there you have it. Those are all the books that I read for July. I did actually start 3 books and DNF'd them for various reasons, but really nothing that stands out. I don't even have a formal opinion of them other than I just wasn't in the mood. Because after I slogged through Wrath of Dragons, man, was it tough to get into a new book after that. I definitely won't be doing that, even if it's an arc that I requested. I cannot be reading books that I just am not enjoying my time with. You know what I mean? If I'm not enjoying my time with them, they're getting DNF'd. I will not be doing that again. And before I sign off, I just want to say thank you to all of you for 2,000 subscribers. Like, I can't even believe that many people have watched my videos at some point anyways. I know not all of you watch them all the time, and that's totally cool. But I never thought I would have 2,000 subscribers. I didn't even think I would have 500 subscribers. So thank you to you all who continue to check in and watch my videos and subscribe every week. I'm so grateful to all of you, and I just want to say thank you. I am trying to put together a giveaway. So it'll probably be a crocheted plushie, but I have to figure that out. And I have to put that in one of my next videos. So stay tuned for that. It's coming your way. It'll either be here on YouTube or on Instagram. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.